to support you in living your best life. You've come to the right place. It was during my own search for clarity, happiness and resilience that I discovered mindfulness meditation. It was the early 2000s, and mindfulness had not yet hit the mainstream medical world. I attended a conference and heard leading neuroscientists Dr. Richard Davidson and Dr. Michael Merzenich talk about the impact of mindfulness on the brain and the new science of neuroplasticity, the brain's capacity to adapt and change throughout our lifetime in response to our experiences. I was intrigued. Only a few years earlier, the accepted view in science was that the brain rapidly developed until about our mid-20s, at which point brain cell growth stopped and our capacity to create new neural pathways significantly reduced. It was a depressing picture of our brain's capacity, peaking early and then declining into old age. But by the time of the conference, Davidson and a few other leaders in the field of neuroscience were correcting this misconception. A new understanding of the brain was emerging, and it provided much more exciting possibilities. Davidson shared research demonstrating that mental training, such as meditation, actually changed meditators' brains, both functionally and structurally, in ways that supported greater happiness and well-being. The changes were even seen in relatively short periods of meditation practice. One of Davidson's studies revealed that just 7 hours of compassion meditation over a 2-week period resulted in measurable changes in the brain, and also had a positive impact on behavior, leading to increased altruism. Meanwhile, in a study of rats, Merzenich and his team demonstrated that regular brain training not only allowed their brains to continue growing and maintain function into old age, but could actually reverse age-related functional decline. His later studies found the same outcomes for humans who participated in intense brain training. The lifelong potential of neuroplasticity was emerging as a crucial element of our collective scientific understanding, empowering us to reach optimal levels of well-being. These scientists were suggesting that just as practicing an instrument improves one's musical abilities, implementing regular mind and brain practices could improve our psychological and physical well-being. I realized this perspective on well-being could offer hope to my patients, many of whom believed that their potential for happiness was limited by their genetics. Many saw themselves destined to a fate of familial anxiety or depression, with no capacity to influence this trajectory. Although genetics undeniably has an influence on our mental health, the new science offered a more empowering perspective, where we could, to some extent, become sculptors of our own brains. I realized that I was witnessing a paradigm shift in the world of well-being. Old models were being shattered as new models emerged, revealing the undiscovered potential of our brains. Scientific research was supporting what Buddhist monks had known for well over 2,000 years, that meditation was a powerful tool for enhancing well-being, clarity, and happiness. As I continued to explore this robust science, I was inspired to do my own investigation into mindfulness and the brain, so I dived headfirst into meditation by signing up for a 7-day silent meditation retreat. My psychiatry boss at the time warned me against it. I had a patient who lost their mind on one of those things. I couldn't think of anything worse, he casually remarked. To be honest, I was a little scared too. Spending a week in silence with only my mind as company terrified me. As a high-energy person who likes to be productive and creative, I didn't consider myself the ideal candidate for meditation. However, despite my reservations, a few weeks later, I found myself on a meditation cushion in a retreat centre in the Byron Bay hinterland. During the first few days, I struggled. I was falling asleep from boredom and exhaustion in some moments, then experiencing the most profound levels of agitation at others. It felt like an army of ants was crawling under my skin. Then, after